Welcome back to the IBFP. Here's your host, Boxing New.
Whoa. Wait a minute. Yordenis Ugas is almost robbed. And this is a shame. Because we got to be real about it. Yordenis Ugas won the fight clearly and concisely. He dominated Ramos with the jab. This guy has thrown over 470 jabs in this fight, a career high. He's outlanded Ramos by almost double, if not more than double, jabs alone. So how do you get a split decision to almost rob this guy? Like, that's garbage truck juice. I mean, when you look at the fight, let's start from the beginning. Ramos was trying to box Ugas from the outside from range, which made no sense. That's not his game. This is a guy with 20 knockouts. He should be coming in, pressuring, trying to hurt Yordenis Ugas. Then later in the fight, you see Ugas actually get stumbled and rocked at some point in this fight. But the problem with Ramos, he stuck to the same literally stupid pace. And Yordenis Ugas just jabbed him to death, hit him with a double jab, countered him, went to the body, pretty much clearly won almost every single round. I would have gave Ramos about 2 to 3 rounds at the very max. Ramos needed to trade more. Ramos needed to be ultra aggressive. Ramos needed to risk it, because you know what they say, if you don't risk it, no biscuit. And that's the end of the story. Now then we go to the scorecards, and these morons say it's a split decision. A split decision. Now, Judge Lou Moret, this is the guy who gave a split decision. A split decision. Lou Moret, if you're listening, you're garbage truck juice. Anybody that's stupid to believe that 117, 111 for Ugas is not correct is a moron. It's a moron. Ugas dominated the fight. This guy gave the rounds, the fight. I gave Ramos 9 rounds. Lou Moret gave Ramos 9 rounds. He is smoking. This guy is garbage truck juice. Yordenis Ugas, he was controversially, arguably robbed against Shawn Porter in his last title fight. And a lot of, you hear the biased commentators trying to justify that. Well, it was a close fight and Yordenis Ugas won that fight. And now this fight, again, with Ramos, split decision. Should have never been a split decision. So they need to go ahead and, strip Lou Moret of any judging responsibilities. He's clearly not qualified. He's clearly a moron. He's clearly an idiot. He's clearly a dummy. Yordenis Ugas is a great tactician in the ring. He won the fight off the jab really alone, countering this guy constantly over and over and over again. I mean, look, at the end of the day, Yordenis Ugas need to be looking for bigger and better fights. I mean, you see Yordenis Ugas has already beat Omar Figueroa in the past in a title eliminator for the WBC title. Didn't get his title shot. Why didn't he get his title shot? Because Danny Garcia got a title shot after he won a title eliminator after Yordenis Ugas. He won a title eliminator 6 months after Yordenis Ugas won his title eliminator, and then they made him mandatory for Errol Spence. You see how they keep screwing Yordenis Ugas? You see that these guys simply don't want to fight Yordenis Ugas. They're trying to hold this man back. I mean, look at it like this. Even Yordenis Ugas said they're trying to dodge me. These guys don't want to fight me. You see Yordenis Ugas, he beat Terence Crawford in the amateurs. Would love to face Terence Crawford. These are his words. He would love the opportunity. He's ready if he's willing to accept a challenge. That's Yordenis Ugas' words. Then what turns around and happens? Top ranked Terence Crawford offering a washed out Kell Brook $2 million for a fight. And Yordenis Ugas tonight only made $500,000. $500,000 tonight. He would have gladly taken that fight against Terence Bud Crawford. See, that, and he said he would love to face Crawford next. Why are you not looking at these type of opponents? Why are you not looking at these type of guys? You see, at the end of the day, Yordenis Ugas is a threat for any welterweight in the division. He's a top 5 welterweight in the division, and he can compete with anybody. Danny Garcia, Errol Spence. Some people say, well, he got rocked in this fight. He got a little wobbled. Well, we've seen, Errol Spence hurt against Shawn Porter. We've seen him wobbled. We've seen Terence Crawford wobbled against Mean Machine. We've seen Shawn Porter wobbled and dropped against guys like Errol Spence. We've seen, Keith Thurman drop from Manny. We've seen Danny Garcia wobbled from, a guy like Keith Thurman. So we've seen every welterweight show certain vulnerabilities at some times, because anyone can get caught with a shot. Anyone can get hurt. But at the end of the day, these guys trying to rob a guy like Yordenis Ugas, that's garbage truck juice. At the end of the day, the guy deserves a shot at one of the top welterweights.